caregiver, the caregiver. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna, Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I do share with you my perspective on different topics. I hope you like, share, subscribe. Channel names are pinned to the top of the comment section below. You know, when you're a caregiver, I've talked a lot in other videos about caregiving. I have been a caregiver to my mother when she took sick with Parkinson's and a form of ALS, and I took care of her for a number of years, about 3 years total. And prior to that, as she was on her decline, I oversaw, much of what she was doing, even from a distance. And so I know a lot about being a caregiver, and it's not necessarily easy. And also, sometimes people don't consider parents a caregiver, but in a sense, they are a caregiver of their children. We can be a caregiver of older parents. We can be a caregiver of a relative. We can be a caregiver of a spouse who has taken sick or has some form of a disability or a problem. We can be a caregiver. And, or a caregiver can be watching over us if we needed one. And so this is the thing about caregiving. Caregivers often burn out. Often they can get sick because, they're giving so much of who they are and they're not giving enough to themselves. And so sometimes caregivers can even fall apart, so to speak. And so I believe as a caregiver, and looking back in hindsight in my own personal life, the importance of taking care of me. When I took care of my mom, my children were small and I was homeschooling them, and we had just moved to a new town that we had not been in, bringing my mother across country through that move from Texas back to Georgia. And she was very, very sick at the time. And so it was very, very challenging. And I have to tell you, I slept very little during that time. I felt like I never looked as bad as I did then, as far as being tired, worn out, exhausted. And it just seemed like I wasn't giving any time to myself. I was pulled in too many different directions. And what I learned about that is the importance of asking others for help. Now, at that time, it was really all on me. There was really no one to ask for help. I had no relatives around. I had we were in a new area. I didn't know anyone. And so it was very, very challenging. Plus, I had 3 small children, which I did an excellent job with. I was homeschooling them. And so caregiving can be really, really challenging at times. So what I have learned through my experiences is, as a caregiver must put their needs as a top priority, because they need to take care of their body, their mind, their emotions, their soul. They need to take care of them so that they can continue to take care of others. If possible, reach out to others for them to help out, to help lift the load, even to stay with the person or transport the person to wherever they need to go, or just help out in some way. Make it as easy on yourself as you can as a caregiver so that you can continue. Often the best caregivers are more like supervisors. They supervise other people to do the actual hands-on work so that they can make sure everything is done right, and they only actually step in to actually do the physical work when needed or when necessary or when there's no one else to do it. In my situation, when I was taking care of my mom, it was all on me. I'm so glad I took care of my mom. I did a wonderful, amazing job. In hindsight, I would have taken a lot better care of me. So I think that the most important thing a caregiver can do while they're caregiving is to take care of who they are so that they can keep on going and keep on being there for the people that they need or that need them. From my house to yours, may God bless you, and I hope to talk to you soon again. And remember, you need you too, so stay well. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.